the last dance before the last dance. The Super Eagles of Nigeria take on the Leopards of DR Congo in the final of the CAF Playoffs in Rabat. It is Nigeria or Congo to represent Africa at the intercontinental playoffs in March. And for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they must beat Congo to be Africa's sole representative in that intercontinental playoff come March next year. The Bishop joins me as we preview Nigeria versus the DR Congo. Now, so first, congratulations to you, congratulations to me, and congratulations to all Nigerians. 4-1, we defeated, of course, Gabon, even though it was an extra time, but we don't care. We've moved past Gabon, and next is the Leopards of DR Congo. Next, it is now for us to, after the Panthers, it is now time for the Eagle, to pick on the Leopard and finish it off. Absolutely. A happy time for Nigeria, a happy time for the Bishop, a happy time for you, like you say. Nigerians are happy. And not because Nigerians are happy people, naturally. No, we are more happier than we were before the start of this playoffs. And I'll tell you why. Before the game, I was one of those who know how much I'm interested in how the team play, how they set up, what does NHL do? Is he going to tweak the formation and all that? We talked about that before during the preview. And the way the boy played was absolutely exquisite. So, tiki-taka. I saw them pass. I'll ask you, how many times did they pass the ball 6 times? I can't ask that question now. Just, recall that goal scored by that in the assist. What a pass. Look at the pass from the back line. Alex Iwobi to Ndidi, from Ndidi to, of course, Chidera Ejuke, from Ejuke. And I just smiles. The truth is, come on, the boys played the best football I've watched the Super Eagles play in over a decade. Yes, even better than what I saw at the African competition when they got to the finals. The boys played with heart, they played with grit, they played with finesse, they played with swagger. And the way they are pushing themselves with so much, so much tease, tells a lot of stories. I'm really happy that we won that game. I'm happy in the manner at which we won. I'm happy that we scored 4 goals. Victor Osimhen almost gave me a heart attack before the 90th minute, but the good thing about it that he of course he made a retribution for his actions. Bang bang! Look at his second goal. That's the mark of an absolute beast. Put the ball in the back of the net, and I'm happy. I think Nigerians are happy, and I think they'll be heading to the game against DR Congo with so much confidence. Now let's go to the game proper. Of course, Nigeria take on Congo on Sunday, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Yeah. Yes, so that's when that game will be played at the Prince Mole Stadium, the Prince Al Hassan Mole Stadium in Rabat, Morocco. The same venue Nigeria played, used and defeated, Gabon. But this is going to be a different side. Congo defeated Cameroon by 2-0. Yeah. Our last 2 meetings with the Congolese, 1 win, 1 draw for the Super Eagles. In fact, the last time we played Congo, William Troost-Ekong was among the goal scorers in that 1-1 game. And last time we defeated by 2-0. I think we got little of the players that were in Nigerian squad still play football. Ekong, of course, was in that squad, but maybe just Ekong and Alex Iwobi was also part of that particular squad. So they've seen this Congo side led by Captain Charles Mbemba, a veteran, over 100 caps for the DRC Congo, was that goal scorer against Cameroon. They're a very physical side, no doubt about it. We could see what they brought to the party against Cameroon. They were physical. They went at Cameroon. They never stopped going at Cameroon and got that goal almost at the death of the game. Yeah. Now, for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, what should they be wary of against the Congolese side? I think it's not going to, like I was telling you off camera, I said, it's not going to be about what you play on the pitch of play. You're playing a team who wants to fight. These guys are not just footballers, they are feisty footballers. They don't matter how they win, they like smash or grab. They're interested in getting to the World Cup for the first time in their history. I watched them against Cameroon. Cameroon had the better of the chance. No, they've been to the World Cup once. That was far back as almost 40 years ago. Come on. So that's so long a time. And to tell you how desperate they are, but we discuss about that the government have said each of the players will get $1 million each if they get past the playoff here in Africa. Not even qualify the playoffs. So that's to tell you how eager, how they want this World Cup ticket. But again, like you said, Nigeria, I think if Nigeria play to their strength, force them to not go play to their strength, because we know they want to make it a very cagey encounter. They want to make it very physical. And if they play physical, I think they will pound the Super Eagles. Because the players under Eric Chell, to be sincere with you, are beginning to understand what Eric Chell wants to bring to the table. Are beginning to understand how he wants to play, his philosophy, his style of play, and how they want to set up. Whether it's Ejuke, whether it's Chukwueze, whether it's Ademola Lookman, they have a style of play that is, everybody seems to understand. So for me, Super Eagles play to their strength. Keep the ball, pass the ball around.
make them run around so much. Because if they make it a bit so physical and make it an area battle, DR Congo will love it all day long, every day of the week and twice on Sunday. For me, it's going to be Nigeria should brace up for a physical challenge. It's not going to be a tea party at all. If you're going to win it, you have to. If the Cameroon was stubborn, these guys are terribly stubborn. Very stubborn team. They don't play good football like you expect them to. But like I said, look at the goal they scored against us. The defender had to run from behind, get a corner kick, and smack that ball. See, they didn't matter. They didn't care. He got in. And that's how they knocked out the Dominican Lions of Cameroon, who are the highest appearance at the World Cup for any African team. For me, I'm super excited about how we're heading to the game. But again, we need to watch it because I think what DR Congo want to do is to make the game very, very physical.
Well, for DR Congo, they got to this stage after finishing second in their group behind Senegal. In fact, in 10 games, DR Congo won 7, lost 2. And of course, they're drawn 1. In fact, that famous defeat, when they were beaten at home by Senegal, that saw their fans, rip the seats, out of the in the stadium and all of that, went viral. The videos were all on social media and all of that. But let's look at this DR Congo side. They've got a squad. Chancel Mbemba.
Yeah.
Now, Alex Tunzebe, former Manchester United, of course, a player. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, West Ham. Theo Bongonda plays football in Spartak Moscow. Cedric Bakambu. They've got players. Now, they're not just a side. These are players who at some point held their own in European clubs, in top European leagues and top European clubs. So we should also be wary of their stars.
They do have stars. Wan-Bissaka at some point played for Man United, like you said, Bongonda.
Even Noah Siddiqui.
And don't forget, unfortunately, they're missing the service of Jan Wissa, who would have been here, unfortunately picked up a knock. Not be able to play
even for his new club.
Exactly. So for me, they've got a very fantastic team, a solid base, a defending rock, like I love to call him, Chance Mbemba. That guy doesn't age one bit. Who would have believed that this guy has got over 100 caps already?
Remember, they've got a player like also Masuaku
and I've been on the bench, left back as well, who does so well. So they've got a great side. They've got a great side. They've got a fantastic manager in Dzebri. Who also, we understand, he's also not a newcomer when it comes to African football. But we should understand that, come on, Nigeria also no pushovers. I think if we put the players on par to par, we've got better superstars, in quote, superstars. You know my take on the Super Eagles. We've got better players than what they've got on the table. But again, like I said, we should throw away the stars. Throw away what we have individually. It's not about how the team's set up. For DR Congo, when they play, you wouldn't even realize that there's any star in that team. They play for each other. They fight for each other. Cameroon couldn't even take a sigh of relief. They couldn't even take a breather in that game. And that's what they would do. For Nigeria, for them to win this game, they need to stick to their game plan, keep the building up, passing the ball quickly, moving the ball quickly, and of course, get the ball to the danger man. Who is the danger man? Victor Osimhen. And he can hurt them. So for me, I don't expect it to be a game of tactics. It's going to be a game of physicality and a game of ability, of cohesion and understanding. I think we've got some good players in our team. But again, like I said, I want to repeat, Nigeria should not see, they should watch against complacency. That's my word. We defeated DR Congo. This thing it's going to be a walk in. No, there's no walk in the park. You have to aim every result you get in these playoffs. And that's what the coach and the church should be telling the boys. Again, I repeat, watching them play, these guys are fighters. I repeat, they are physical. They make the game not look pretty for you, and that's how they enjoy it. So if we begin to play to their strength or play to their game plan, we'll suffer a lot in the game.
Now let's come to the Super Eagles quickly. The Eagles had one training session, a recovery session on Friday. Of course, all players took part in that recovery session, and you can see, of course, one man is back. Shemilogo Ajayi is back in the squad. You can also see Tolu Arokodare on your screen, was part of that training session. Also, on Friday, so we've got a full house. But there's a big question mark whether Wilfred Ndidi will play or not.
Availability or not,
There have been quarters in the media that says that the yellow card he picked up from the World Cup qualifiers proper will not enter into the playoffs, will not count, but it's left for CAF to make a proper clarification regarding that matter. So for now, as we speak this morning, Wilfred Ndidi still remains suspended for the game. So it means that in the midfield option for Nigeria, we've got players like Rafael Onyeka, Franco Onyeka, Rafael Onyedika, and Alex Iwobi. If we need midfielders that will come in, and Hassan Yusuf, not forgetting Hassan Yusuf, the man from the MLS where Messi plays football.
Funny enough, you have to throw that one in. But truly, see, I'm not scared whether Ndidi is available or not. I know it was one of our better players. He wowed me. If you asked me to pick players who did well, who played above their abilities, I would have said Ndidi. the way he marshaled the midfield, the way he worked so hard for the team. He's an absolute tireless worker. And I never knew he had this creative spark in him as well. Even though he was playing up front for Leicester City towards the end of last season, he was always in front, scoring goals and making chances. That pass for Ejike was a pass. It reminds me of the Kevin De Bruyne and the Mesut Ozil touch. The pass was spot on. Exquisite. The pass was spot on. They had the right weight, had the right, the right juice, the right timing. All Ejike needs to do was just meet up the ball, and smack it real good. And that's what he did. Kudos to Ejike anyway for hitting it so sweetly. But again, big miss if he's going to be available. Like I said, waiting for official confirmation. If he's going to be available, and if he's not going to be available, then I think for Nigeria, a lot of our players working on tight ropes as well. We have like Victor Osimhen, we have Calvin Bassey, we have Toru Aroko Dare, we have a lot of William Trus Ekong as well. Players who are working on tight ropes on yellow card. So they picked up a yellow card in this game, means they could miss the intercontinental playoff. And don't forget, because I look at the draws, we'll be well seeded. So we're barely going to have only one game to get the ticket. So they're going to miss that game at all. That's going to be a big blow for Eric Chell. So I just hope this doesn't count. I hope I'm just hoping for the sake of Nigeria and the quality of players we've got in our team that this wouldn't matter and they will be able to play and also give those other players a sigh of relief ahead of what's going to happen in March in the intercontinental playoffs.
Nonto, Eric Sekou Chell. 10 games for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yeah. The Super Eagles proper right now, and not the Chinese Eagles that almost stained his CV. 10 games unbeaten. Only the second Nigerian manager to go 10 games without defeat after, of course, the late chairman himself, Christian Chukwu. What a fantastic start for Eric Chell. Many Nigerians doubted him. Many doubted Eric Chell. Many did not believe in him.
Don't go far.
I didn't doubt him.
Speak to me.
You doubted Eric Chell.
Yes,
speak to me. And we've seen the result.
Yeah.
So back-to-back 4 goals for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
The Victor Osimhen factor.
It's the Eric Chell factor, whether I would like it or not.
It's the Victor Osimhen.
Who put the players on the field of play?
But when it was not Victor Osimhen.
Who put the players on the field of play?
But don't forget, there was no Victor Osimhen. I was struggling to score goals.
He was not the manager.
When it was not Victor Osimhen, during the other qualifiers.
Osimhen scored against Zimbabwe.
One.
Was it his fault that when Osimhen left the field, the players considered?
The truth remains, man. It is the Osimhen factor. We need to give kudos to Victor Osimhen and his goal scoring abilities. Even though I was one of those who were like, come on, here we go. And like I said,
you're waiting for him now. See, I know also you're part of those that when Osimhen missed that ball, I was like, you're hoping that if Nigeria lose this game,
I will come for him. Then you were in my head. Exactly what I said. Kai, this guy may make us lose this game. I will come for him and I will have a go at him.
That's how you feel.
In 2005, this is 2010, I beg your pardon. It's 2010, 2015, sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah, in Abuja.
No, the World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, that's in 2015.
2022, 2021.
2021, sorry, I beg your pardon. Come on, I've lost track of time, I'm getting old. The truth remains,
his bicycle kick.
Twice! I'm like, hopefully it's not going to happen again. I thought he has matured. I thought we'll have a better version of the Osimhen. I was like, how do you miss 2 clear-cut chances in the space of 8-7 minutes? And then Osimhen happened the extra time. And then I like, oh, thank God it's not deja vu all over again. But again, fantastic manager, Eric Chell. And like I said, if Osimhen does well, I'll give him kudos to Osimhen for keeping that fighting spirit going, never saying never, giving all his best, leaving everything on the pitch of play. They didn't allow those 2 big misses affect him in the extra time. And it came good. For Chell, fantastic manager. Like I said, the players are beginning to soak in all he has been telling them since day one. No, he's not what I do. He's attack. And now he's scoring 4 goals in the rise. I'm thinking back to the press. I keep this in my head. He also said, no player will be idle. You're always going to be on pace. Back. And we saw that against Benin Republic. And of course, Cameroon need to chase the game. If they replicate those 2 things, attack, mark, chase, no player is idle on the pitch of play, I don't think DR Congo will give us a problem. But again, what a manager he's been for Nigeria. To be in the collection of players, the coaches like Chairman Christian Chukwu means you are doing something right.
Well, what a manager Eric Chell has been for Nigeria since taking over. He got us to the playoff proper and now has taken us 1 step closer to the intercontinental playoff where, like Nonto earlier said, the Eagles will be seeded. It means that Nigeria are poised to qualify if we beat DR Congo in Sunday's game. Now, like I said earlier, if bad the suspension to, of course, Wilfred Ndidi, Nigeria will have a fresh squad to pick from, 23 players to pick from, and 1 man also returns, Shemi Ajayi. So it means that Benjamin Frederick might likely switch to the right-hand side of defense, and then, of course, allow Shemi Ajayi come. Because our weakest link was Bright Osayi Samuel.
I wouldn't do
that.
Now,
so do you, who goes to right back?
I leave Bright Osayi Samuel there. I'll tell you why. You don't break what is working. They begin to build a partnership. We saw that against when they played against was it Benin Republic?
No, it was Ajayi. It was Ajayi and Bassi.
Come on, but
it was Ajayi. So naturally, no. So if Ajayi was not suspended, it would have been Ajayi and Bassi.
What broke Bright into this? Frederick Benjamin into the lineup was because how well he played at centre back in the Unity Cup. He was brought down, and I told you, injury to the Allah will cost us. He played there and played well. Now he's played that position and he's played that. It wasn't a fluke.
Against Benin, he played right back and he played well.
I know, but I won't change them now.
So you want us to suffer at right back?
Bright
with Osai Samuel. That was our weakest. No, so he was poor.
He was very poor.
He was terrible.
His cross was terrible. I agree, but I won't break that partnership.
He could have given the opponent a penalty. The own goal.
Yes,
that partnership.
That is common. Who cares? He reflected through him. See that partnership. See, it's for the future. I see that partnership taking us to the World Cup and getting us in finals. I see that partnership winning lots of African.
That's when Ola Aina is back. But now we don't have Aina.
We just have to find a way to keep those boys playing together. They seem to have see, I'm one of those who believe in keeping partnership. And that's why when you see Gabriel Saliba is injured, when they're back, the coach return them back there. Understanding, bromance, relationship. I would not tweak that centre back. Instead, I'll find a way to solve the right back problem. Instead, I'll find somebody, even as a makeshift, I'll find a way to solve that, but I will not touch that centre back.
So give me your predicted lineup if you are the coach.
In goal, don't have a choice. I know it's not. One guy's not going to play. It has to be Wabali. Definitely. But if you ask me to pick, I'll pick Marco Okoye. But I know he's not going to play. Wabali in goal. And left back, Seydou Sanusi. What a player. What a player.
Right back.
Right back, Chidozie Awaziem. And right back, keep him there. Centre back, Calvin Bassey and Benjamin Fred. Come on, don't put on a name. And the fantastic Benjamin Fred.
Midfield.
Wow. If there's no Wilfred Ndidi, because I will still go with Ndidi because I was one of those who say take him out, but now I can't take that boy out. He's playing the best football of his life. If there's no Wilfred Ndidi, I'll go with the tank, Frank Onyeka and Alex Iwobi. In the wings, Samuel Chukwueze, Ademola Lookman. Ako is going over here. Ako, Victor Osimhen.
So you want to start Ademola Lookman?
Yes, again.
Well, I think I'll change that. For me, I'll go with Benjamin Frederick to the right-hand side of the midfield of the defense. Semi Ajayi in the center. Now, if there is no Wilfred Ndidi, Frank Onyeka and Alex Iwobi will start in the middle of the pack. And on the flank will be Moses Simon and of course Samuel Chukwueze. And up front will be Chiderai. Will be, of course, Ako Adams and Victor Osimhen. I want us to keep the 4-4-2 formation intact.
Yeah.
However, if there is, what's his name?
Educate?
No. Wilfred Ndidi, if he's confirmed that he can't play, if he's confirmed that he can't play, the Super Eagles should go one up front. Ako drops to the bench. I will go for a 4-2-3-1 formation for me with Victor Osimhen spearheading the attack, and that should be for me 3 midfielders. We need the body in the midfield. Onyeka and Wilfred if he plays defensive midfield role. Alex just in front of them, and of course the flank of Simon and Chukwueze, and then up front. I want us to have a Victor Osimhen. See, Ejuke on the bench. Yeah, he should come in and impute something into the game. Always like that. And it is better even in Sevilla,
that's how he plays. Comes in,
so that's it also. It's called prediction.
Maybe I don't want to sound too cocky, but I think Super Eagles should be able to blow them away. I'll go with a 3-1 victory Super Eagles. Well,
3-1 victory for None. So 3-1 victory also for me, and it's going to be la party. On Sunday. Don't forget, you can join us for our live transmission of that game. Our transmission starts at exactly 7
p.m.
7:30 p.m. Nigerian time on Sunday. Exactly. There is Nigeria up against Gabon from the Prince Al Hassan Mouli Stadium in Rabat. Be there as the Super Eagles qualify for the intercontinental playoff. Football Temple is brought to you by Azar Studios.